Matarese is trying something new again. He's now doing
his Patrick Michael of
he cannot hold on to a format. He just keeps trying new things. So now he's doing a live podcast. So a week ago, he went on and started doing a live show. Oh, I'm going to need a fucking stinger for this asshole. This is how thanks for writing that down. This is how the show starts off. Joe Matarese live, everybody.
1, 2, 3, 4. A 1, 2, a 3, 4. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. And start.
That's your stinger.
No.
I think I need to incorporate this fucking garbage song. I swear this song is making fun of him. Whoever made this song is like, oh, he'll know I don't like it, but whatever, it's worth it.
Joe.
Matarese show. Matarese show.
Hello, everybody. Hello, welcome. Wrong screen. How are you, everybody? Welcome to another live episode.
This guy needs a producer in the worst possible way. He has no idea what he's doing.
Well, now hold on. While he doesn't have one, let's enjoy this.
All right, fair enough. But I boosted his levels a couple times on this. You hear how quiet he is compared to the music and stuff like that.
Yeah.
30 minutes in, someone in the chat, there's like 5 people watching. This video has 140 views. It came out 6 days ago. That's how bad this is. But he does have a live chat going, and someone finally tells him 30 minutes in, hey, you're really quiet. He's like, I am? Oh, okay. I mean, I could do this. And then, he's like, I guess I could make it louder if you need me to. Like, yeah, we do. I'm sorry, I cut you off. What were we going to say?
Is he still doing this overtly Italian shit that we were talking about the other day?
Oh,
is that all he does? Because I feel...
The banner is on the right side of his screen. 93.7%.
Yes,
my
the
God.
93.7% Italian comedy tour.
Jesus Christ. Because I feel like he is seeing what Sebastian Maniscalco is done and all the success that he's having.
Think?
And he's trying to ape that.
Oh, definitely.
But I can't stand it because I know plenty of Italian people that aren't doing this. It's like the way that gay people could be like flaming.
Sure.
He's flaming Italian.
Right.
You don't need to do that. You could just be Italian. You don't have to.
You said
throw
the
it
same
in
thing
everyone's
twice.
Face. Yeah.
I'm just looking at his banner right now, and I noticed that on March 22nd, he's going to be in Boca Raton.
Oh, yeah. That's a great club down there.
Yeah.
See if we can get more than 10 people to show up. All right. So now he's going to talk about, he's got a guest coming up. He's going to talk about his format. But in typical Joe Matarese fashion, he forgot to write down the guest's name so that he would know who the guest is going to be coming up on his show in a little bit.
Caitlin Palufo. Am I saying that right? Let's go to the other screen.
No, do your research.
Caitlin Palufo. Yeah, that's it. Caitlin Palufo. You see her name at the bottom there. Caitlin Palufo is my guest. She's coming on in about 30 minutes from now. So kind of a little bit of a new format for the podcast. Go a little live alone and shoot the shit with you people and read your comments, do all that, and then kind of bring my guest in.
He's going to go a little live. This is his new format now, yeah. I'm going to go a little live for a half hour, then we'll bring our guest in, and he's referring to the chat. Hey, if you guys want to send me some chats, I can talk about that.
He's trying to do crowd work to nobody.
Yeah. No, what happened is he went on Misery Loves Company. This is what happens to all these assholes. They see Kevin Brennan raking in super chats, not doing anything, putting zero effort in, and people just throwing him money, and he just reads it. He's just like, that looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Why don't I do that?
He's just building to monetization. That's it.
Well, no, he's actually is monetized. He has no viewers, but he does have like 8,000 subscribers.
Crazy day. But what I really want to talk about on today's podcast is something that it's technically something I'm doing tomorrow, which is I'm going on Kevin Brennan's live podcast, Misery Loves Company, right? He does his on YouTube. He kind of said he might want to start having me on a lot.
Uh-oh. You become a regular on MLC, Joe Matarese? Ooh. Good luck with that, my friend. I see how that ends for everybody.
So he scheduled me to do it tomorrow, and he goes, there's a therapist who's one of his biggest fans, who is someone that follows a lot of my shit in the past. And if you know me, you know there's a lot of shit. If you put my name into YouTube, you see a lot of shit come up where you're like, oh, I didn't know that happened with Joe. Oh, I didn't know he did that.
I do have to say, when we covered Joe Matarese, I tried to give some backstory, like the different podcasts he tried and that thing, Fixing Joe, or he got roasted pretty good by his co-hosts. But I've gotten so many notes from people just like, dude, you know about this? You know about this? You know about this? Joe Matarese has been a punching bag for a very long time. So I'll give him credit. He's like, if you Google my name, because, he's probably being exposed to a new audience now with MLC. And so he's like, you're going to find some shit. So he's letting people know.
It's almost entirely shit.
Yes.
Ooh, what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Ooh. So you see a lot of that stuff. You see the porcelain documentaries.
There's 3 porcelain documentaries about this guy. You got to do 3 parts on this guy.
You see Mike from Red Bar.
Yes, Red Bar hammered him for a very long time.
Just fucking throwing me into the mix with all these big name people.
Well, hold on a second, Joe. I saw that video that you posted where the first thing underneath it was, as seen on the Howard Stern show. You had all your credits on there, Joe. You were on Last Comic Standing, America's Got Talent, Howard Stern show. And it's just like, and Red Bar's making fun of me like I'm a big deal. I don't know where he got that impression. You're the one telling everyone that.
And just shitting on me. And a lot of it, I guess, is connected to this obsessive compulsive disorder that I have.
Oh, no, it's another guy suffering from OCD. Well, no wonder you're an idiot. You have OCD. What are you going to do?
I'm terrible because of OCD. How convenient.
Yeah, my OCD makes me never clean my house and do really shitty podcasting. Is that the normal kind of OCD?
So, yeah, that's 10% Stuttering John. There's definitely 10% Opie in there, too.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a little bit of those mannerisms.
For sure.
Peppered into this. And
being unfunny all the time? Yeah. That's part of it. Not listening to your guest? Yeah.
And then 10% Sebastian.
And has made me do certain things, and certain things have popped up, and these guys, they exaggerate. Sure, they're true. They're all true, but they exaggerate. Because that's kind of what stand-up comedy is, right?
Don't explain what stand-up comedy is to us, please, Joe. The last person to be telling me what stand-up comedy is, motherfucker. So he just said his OCD has forced him to do all these embarrassing things that people goof on him for. All right. Well, then we'll stop goofing. I didn't realize you had OCD, Joe. I have a rule about that. I don't want to goof on anyone who has OCD.
I have a disability.
Oh, then so the chat's starting up, but he's already brought up MLC. So, of course, the chat's asking about Stuttering John, and this is going to get him right in the Dabbleverse. These right here are fighting words. I hope John doesn't see this.
What do we got here? Stuttering John says he is funnier than Bob Levy. There's no way. I mean, Bob Levy's like a pro comedian who's been doing it his whole life also. Stuttering John, I mean, I didn't even know he did stand up.
Uh-oh.
He dabbles.
Uh-oh. You didn't know John did stand up. He's been doing it for over 20 years, Joe. He's a headliner. How do you not know that? That's not going to be good for him.
His material is so good, he never wrote anything else.
That's right.
That's how good he
didn't
is.
have to, yeah. All right, so this is... Yeah, go ahead.
It almost does feel like Kevin Brennan told him, go say something about Stuttering John. Yeah. Let that get back to John. Let's build some heat from you, and then I can have both you guys on the show yelling at each other.
Well, I understand what you're saying, but he literally was just reacting to a chat right there where the guy's just like, John said that he's a better comic than Levy.
Yeah.
And he's just like, John does comedy? What?
That's a brilliant listener chatting, like poisoning Joe against John.
Without him realizing what's going on, obviously. So this literally is turning into MLC. And like I said, he was on MLC a couple times. He said he's going to be a regular on there, and he saw there's a winning formula.
This is turning into the Kevin Brennan podcast, and I don't want it. That's not what I do. It's not what I do.
But that's
Actually,
what
Joe,
doing.
you don't know what you want to do.
Right, that's the thing. What do you do? You don't even know what you do. That's not what I do. That's not what I do. Do something.
I like
It's a
canned
little
laughter.
You can hear it already. Oh, you're so trashing me.
Yeah, I know.
You can hear it
All right.
coming down the pike.
So finally, we're 30 minutes in. He's got nothing to talk about. There's only a few people in there chatting. And so the guest comes in early, thank God. And he brings in the guest. Again, this guy needs a producer in the worst way.
Well, let's bring in our guest. Really funny comic. Really funny comic, and I don't know if I've ever met her. I thought I did, and now I'm looking at her on screen.
Oh, just
I don't
like
think I
Jordan.
did. Let's
Again.
bring her in, and we'll have a good time. It always takes me a second here, Caitlin, as I'm the worst with technology ever. Now, let's see. I would have thought you were good. There she is. Let's see. Can we hear her? Or do I have you on mute?
Hello?
Oh,
Can you
there you
hear
go.
me?
I can hear you.
Perfect.
Let's hope everybody else can hear you. Can you guys hear her well? Spooky Sammy says yes. Are you able to see the comments and everything, Caitlin? Do you see that?
I
Or do
cannot
only
see the
it?
comments.
Does your Mr. Microphone
no,
work?
I don't see the comments. I saw the one that came up of Spooky Sammy.
Okay. So we're off to a great start. I don't know if I know her or not. I thought I did, but now that I see her, she doesn't look recognizable. It's almost like you could have emailed her before this and figured all of this out so it wouldn't be so fucking awkward. But no, instead, he does his famous question.
So,
Yeah.
Caitlin, we never met, right?
We've never met, right? So this could only end in a disaster, right? It gets worse.
I don't think so. We might have met in passing a long time ago.
Where?
But back then I had a different haircut. I wasn't wearing makeup. I was a whole other woman.
Oh.
I was basically a boy. That's what I was.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Why do I feel like you might have been at Gotham one night when I was there doing stand-up? Is that it?
That's not a question. Why do I feel like you might have been at Gotham one time?
Because I'm there a lot. Yeah. I mean, that might be it. I go to Gotham. I love Gotham.
What is your stand-up about?
All right. Another terrible
me.
question. What is your stand-up about? Watch the way she reacts to this. Well, Joe, I do this thing where I have jokes. That's what my stand-up is about, making people laugh. But
What is it about?
Yeah, like, are you like a
me.
mom, or are you single? What does it cover? Like, if you had to say this, then I'll remember. I'll be like, oh, she's the.
this didn't work for him last time. Remember when he had Jordan on and he goes, yeah, have we met before? Because I was watching your special and I saw another comic who was doing stuff about having a truck. So I thought maybe that was you, but maybe it wasn't. Like,
Yeah.
Joe, this is not a good way to gauge whether you've met someone before or not.
And it also doesn't fucking matter.
It doesn't. Just get to the fucking point.
Yes.
Holy shit.
What are your joke about being a mom or you're at your period or something?
You're a female comic. Which of the things do
Yeah.
you do? Your period or being a mom?
Do you?
try asking Leslie Jones that question.
Oh, we got to get Leslie Jones on the Joe Matarese show. Holy shit.
I'm on it.
Fireworks. Dear Joe, looks like you need a producer. My name is Producer Chris. And
I was born to do this.
yes. All right. If you thought that was a bad question, this is literally the worst question you can ask. Where did Cardiff go? Cardiff just disappeared.
That's the worst question.
Oh, I just looked over. I noticed that he was gone. This is the worst question that you could ask, and he's not even listening to the answer.
Yeah.
How old are you?
Nope.
Can I ask?
How old am I? You could ask. I'm
You look
37.
young.
Thank you.
How much do you weigh?
Under 30 or over 30?
Who? My boyfriend or me?
You. You under 30 or over 30?
Didn't she just
I
answer?
can't
just
tell.
I'm over
Under.
30.
Oh, you look young. Okay, Caitlin Paloofa.
Oh, thank you.
It's those Italian
Honestly, I'll take
genes.
it. Absolutely. I would say so. Gabagool. Come on.
Oh, you're speaking his language. Gabagool, huh? Yeah. And now you're doing my act over here. Speaking of his act, we didn't really get too much through this 93.7% Italian.
Oh, it's gold.
Oh, well, let's check it out.
That's when you know you're with one of those American Italians, right? When they chop the vowel right off the food item. Because they think they're more Italian by doing it. I know those people. It's like a specific area in Jersey, right? It's like between exit 15E and 15W. They don't say mozzarella. They go, you gonna get some mozzarella? You gonna get, yo, stop. You getting the mozzarella? I'm like, I'm gonna fucking kill both of you. I'm gonna kill both of you. How much better does it sound to say mozzarella? That sounds nice, right? You wanna have that. You're gonna get the mozzarella. That sounds like it was in his ass, right? Yo, I got a little left. You want it? It's good mozzarella. You want it?
It'd be one thing if he was riffing on a show when he said that.
Yeah.
But he wrote this down and has tried it out in other clubs and thinks this is good material. Mozzarella sounds like it was in your ass. Why? What does that sound like to you? A dingleberry? What do you mean?
It does
What
not
that
sound like
mean?
butt plug.
No, it doesn't sound like anything that's in your ass. I don't know what he's
Random shit like
talking about.
Funny Bot.
Yeah, right.
I wouldn't fuck Oprah with Tom Cruise's whatever, you know? Fucking plunger.
So fucking stupid.
No, I can't hear the word gabagool without thinking of the best Halloween costume of 2023.
Which
it's
was?
just a sheet ghost, but it looks like salami, and it's the gabagool.
I get it. Okay, I didn't see that.
It's so great.
That's the one
That's
night.
the only funny thing.
That's the one night I do
gabagool.
coke. So I didn't see that happen on Halloween. It's a callback. So you were mentioning
I always have to explain
because
what a callback
I break
is.
these videos up for YouTube so people don't know the context of it. It just seems like I'm an idiot.
Seems to me like you're the expert, Mark.
Thank you. That's why I do that, Andy. I'm very conscious of what I do with the show, and I cut it up.
All right,
in the
that
future.
makes sense to me now. Why you would do that? Because to me, when you say that, it's like you have to explain comedy to your audience. Like the whole audience is made up of all Joe Matareses. See, this is how comedy works, Joe.
So Sebastian Maniscalco, you brought him up. You think that Joe is looking at that success and going, "Oh, I need to do that too." I haven't seen all of Sebastian's material. Does he ever talk about Exit 82 in Jersey? Is that one of the punchlines that he has? I feel like that'd be a little regional, right? Yeah. Probably wouldn't be able to do arenas around the country with that type of humor.
So little. Come on, it's good. Don't go to waste. As an Italian would say, come on, it's a sin. It's a sin. You gotta have it. It's a sin. You're not gonna eat it. It's a sin, Joe.
All right. If you don't want to listen to these jokes, and I understand why you wouldn't, focus on the person losing their mind in the audience that's obviously not in the audience.
It's a little nugget.
People are still laughing at that? Someone was clapping? This is not happening in this room.
He's losing his shit over the joke.
None of this is happening.
Nope.
You know what I found out when I was older? That I was getting pissed at people cutting the vowel off the Italian food item because my last name had it done to it. That's what I realized because I grew up, I'm Joe Matarese with an E at the end, but you grow up in America, you're Joe Matarese. I visit Italy on my honeymoon for the first time in my life. I go into this restaurant in the Amalfi Coast. I'm in like Positano. Beautiful, beautiful, right? Place is awesome. I go, I gotta come back here with my new wife, right? I just look in, I'm like, I need reservations tonight, 7 o'clock, 2 please, for Matarese. It's true shit. The guy looks at me and goes, no, no, no. You ever have this happen? He goes, no, 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 no Matarese. That's what he says. What? You ever been told you were saying your own name wrong?
Well, that's a punchline that didn't sneak up on anyone, huh? Holy shit.
It took 2 minutes to get to.
2 minutes to explain. Okay. Well, I think he's still going to guy watch
When I'm
this
in
yet.
Italia, I'm a Joe Matarese. When I go to the Olive Garden, I'm Joe Mattress. Great joke.
Good one, yes.
Right? He goes, that isn't a Matarese, that's a Matarese. Hand launched in the air.
That didn't happen. But as he was describing earlier, it's all about exaggeration. Stand-up comedy.
And instantly I went, fuck, that's way better. I blew it. They're my letters, right? I didn't have to be Joe Matarese.
That was like 45 seconds of something that I knew where he was going immediately. And he had to explain what town it was in. I think that's another thing, too, where it's like people come to the show because they're like want to talk about Italy and Italian. So it's just like, yeah. So anyway, I'm in Italy in this town called Bling, and they're like, whoa, I've heard of that. Shit.
Right? I didn't have to be Joe Matarese. Think about it. You can make your name whatever it is, right? I could have lived the life.
You can make your name whatever it is. Okay.
I could have been Giuseppe Matarese.
And you still can.
Holy shit, right? Everything's better, right? I get laid by what? 4th grade latest?
What?
To who? Another 4th grader?
Wait,
Who are you fucking in this joke?
Yeah.
Who specific? What
That's why
prepubescent
you-
girl are you fucking in this joke?
That's why he was asking Caitlin her age. He was like, "You look young,
You look young.
under 30."
I would have gotten laid in 4th grade. Time out, sir.
Giuseppe Matarese, he was a legend, right? Girls are talking about me at every high school reunion. Did you have sex with Giuseppe Matarese?
Yeah, but think about what it would do to your theme song, though, Joe. I mean, it would really fuck with that amazing theme song you have.
Yeah, I did. You did too, right? You did. Yeah, we all did. Yeah.
This retard, the premise is, if his name was different, he would have been popular and gotten laid more. That's not how that works. No one gives a fuck what your name is. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude, it was Giuseppe Matarese.
Oh, idiot.
Joe Matarese, he was in a pussy slump till his mid-20s.
You know who's
Probably
funnier?
long after that.
Pussies.
Oog, son of Og, is
Yes.
funnier than this fucking guy.
You might be right about that. The caveman guy who just goes.
Yeah. Were you trying to say
Exactly like
that the audience is sweetened?
Yes,
in
for
that?
sure.
Oh,
100%.
totally.
This
Yes.
is-
This can't be what how
Is
people react to
anybody
this.
laughing at this?
No, like, they can't be. This is so stupid.
I heard someone say peas and carrots.
Right, yeah, they're literally.
They're struggling. Buying members-only jackets and parachute pants. What can I do? Maybe I'll get a Trans Am, then they'll fuck me. No. All you needed was Giuseppe Matarese. Imagine him in the Trans Am driving. Hey, you know. Yeah, who is that? It's Giuseppe Matarese.
Is this still happening? He's still doing this premise?
Shouldn't it be a Ferrari?
I did like parachute pants, and then the audience goes, "Woo!"
It should be an IROC
my
or a
favorite part.
Ferrari.
I remember that.
Drive around, pump up the volume, dance. Wouldn't have mattered that my T-tops leaked and all the water was coming in.
What?
I used the water for it's done. How you doing, doll? Oh, man. You're fun.
Oh,
You're not.
go
Yeah.
fuck yourself.
He
What
is-
the fuck?
He's an Italian Chad Zumach. Looks
Yes.
like a comedian, sounds like a comedian, not a comedian.
Not a comedian at all. Could you imagine if my name was different? I would have been so much cooler. Am I right?
Yeah.
Now let me do 3.5 minutes on that premise.
Same joke.
You're right.
Podcast, WA.